You ready?
You go.
Hey guys, so no, haven't been on in a while, but just a lot of stuff going on. So the last thing to do for this car to get it running 100% is to actually do a clutch. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in this clutch, which is a UniClutch. I'll unbox it here in a minute, and then we're going to compare it to this clutch, which is an XClutch. So this one belongs to me, and this one belongs to a friend of mine. But my friend who actually owns this, he has a 6-speed 335. So he's going to install this, but we're going to do a comparison between the two. We're going to do what the clutch pedal feels like, the chatter, engagement, and we'll compare the two to see which one is, I won't say better, but just which one we prefer. Because you can't really compare the two apples for apples, because this one will hold like what, 1200 horsepower, the XClutch, and this one is what, maybe 900. I don't want to say 1200 horsepower. Let's just say 1000, or 1000 horsepower. And this one's rated for like 900 or something, because this is the track. So we'll just compare them. Like I said, it'll be just like the basic stuff, like the clutch pedal feel, the engagement, and chatter. We'll just do those three. But anyway, so, and installation, because I got to install this too, so on his car. But installation, so let's just see how they look. We'll compare the two. This is the UniClutch, comes in a pretty cool packaging. It's got like its own little case for it. It's got this, which is just a bunch of, oh shoot, this one is like stickers and stuff, and car fresheners. You got a bunch of stickers, car fresheners, and that's it. Anybody wants one, just comment, send me I want one of those. We'll give you one of the stickers, or the car freshener. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. So we'll also compare the form factor too. This is the UniClutch track. I still need to get the fitment kit for it though, because I can't install it just yet, because I need the fitment kit, which was hard to get. I did reach out to UniClutch, and they gave me a discount for this, so that's kind of cool of them. But yeah, let's jump over to the XClutch. Now this is way different, right? Because this comes with your single mass flywheel, so it's much bigger. And if you take this out, you put it like much smaller, much smaller. So this comes with your pilot bearing, or no, not your pilot, but your release bearing. It comes with this guy here, which is your spigot bearing. Comes with brand new bolts for the flywheel bolts. Comes with an alignment tool, and it's actually really nice because this thing's metal. That's really nice. That's cool as shit. Comes with your high temperature grease, and it comes with a couple of stickers, which I can't give away because this doesn't belong to me. So now let's take a look at the actual clutch itself and flywheel. Here's your flywheel, which is pretty damn nice, if I'm being honest. And so is the clutch itself. I don't want to take this apart because, again, it's not mine, but it's really nice. Cost-wise, this one costs about $2,000, anywhere from $1,800 to $2,000, depending on when you buy it, because you can get them on sales and stuff like that. So I would say anywhere from like $1,800 to $2,000 for this clutch. This one here cost me $700. I did get this a long time ago, back when they were running a deal on it, so I didn't pay the full price. I think they go for like $900, I think they are on their website. Don't quote me on that, you'd have to look and see. We will tag UniClutch on this video so they can let you know if you're interested in one. Just reach out to them. I'll also link this. I'll link this and this in the comments. So just check the comments, or check the first comment, and we'll have these linked or in the description. So yeah, so that's the plan. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna install this one on my car, on this guy, and then this one will go on my buddy's car, and then we'll compare the two, which would be a cool comparison if you ask me, because I would say that this is your low cost option, the UniClutch, and then this will be your higher cost, but I mean, this is pretty comparable to like the DKM and all the other clutches out there, so it's pretty comparable to that cost. But again, like it does come with the flywheel. This one I'm reusing my stock flywheel. I might reach out to UniClutch and see if they'll give me a deal on a flywheel to use with this, but this single mass, I don't know if they do. I don't know. I'll have to reach out to them. But so yeah, so that's it, guys. We're just gonna install these. When we do the install, when I get the fitment kit for it, we'll be making a video on that. Again, sorry that we haven't been uploading very many videos, but we're gonna start now uploading videos because we have cars that we can actually make videos about. This one is almost 100% done. It's, I would say, 98% done because we need to do the clutch on it. After that, everything else is pretty much done. It's already on its third or fourth revision on the tune, and it's running great. But the clutch is starting to slip, so we're gonna have to get that replaced. So yeah, that's where we're at with this. But pretty much done, buttoned up. So we'll go ahead and make some content with this summer, because I know there's a lot of questions about it. A lot of questions about, I can't remember, I have to look through the comments, but people were asking questions. People wanted to hear how it sounds. But there is one thing I will say. If you're thinking about getting a Pulsar turbo and you're thinking about getting a T51 R mod, save yourself the money, because this does not, it is not impressive at all. It is not impressive as far as the T51 R mod. I would just get the regular standard housing and not spend the $300 for the T51 R mod. You don't hear much of anything, really. You really don't. So I would just go with the stock housing. That's just my 2 cents. But other than that, I mean, it's great. I'm not complaining about the turbo. It's just I spent extra money for the housing, and it's very underwhelming. So if you're looking at getting a T51 R mod for T51 R mod for the Pulsar GT3582R, GTX 3582R, save yourself the money and just get the standard housing. Like I'm not going to say anything about their 6266 or 6466. I don't have one. I've never heard. I don't know. I've never heard one, so I can't comment on that. But on this turbo, yeah, I wouldn't spend the extra money. Save yourself some money there. All right, guys. So we'll make this one short and sweet. Like I said, we will be making a video when we install this on, when we install the clutch on this car, which will be about 2 weeks from now, maybe 3 weeks from now, depending on how fast we can get the fitment kit to come in. And we'll get that installed, and then we'll make content on, like I said, comparing the two. All right, guys. So like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
She ain't nobody.